Okay. I don't need to repair or restore anything. I'm playing cocky because I can. Because I'm just that awesome. I don't think I've got enough souls on this playthrough either to open the gate, so, like... Also, why would I? I at least, you know, just for the sake of doing this recorded playthrough, I want to kill all four of the, you know, the old ones, or the great ones, or whatever. You know what, it's really not nice to throw stones, dickhead. Hey, scared now, aren't you? Hello. I don't understand these guys' weapons either. That's something I find super strange, the weapon he's using. It's like a human skeleton with poison on it, what? Because, like, these guys would make some semblance of sense if you ran into them in, Harvest Valley. They'd make some sense. Kind of. I mean, their appearance wouldn't, but their weapons kind of would. You know, maybe it's like corpses they pulled out of poison, so, you know, they're so, like, heavily laced with poison that it's even in their bones. That would make some sense, but the fact that they're here, the fact that they're using human corpses as weapons, or skeletons rather, and yeah, it's just weird. And also the fact that these guys have got poison on their hands. Also, how can they be eating if they have poison on their hands? Because, like, hang on, let me grab all this shit and then we'll have a little look at what I'm thinking about. Excuse me. Yeah, they could have rotten pine resin on their hands, but then how are they eating? Because they were obviously supposed to be eating these corpses. So they could have rotten pine resin on their hands and weapons. That would make some sense, but not enough sense, you know? Still doesn't really make sense how and why they do what they do. Oh shit. Sorry guys, I wasn't really paying attention going up the stairs. I looked away from the second. I looked away for a second. I'm not going to talk to Vangal or fight these guys simply because I'm not a fan of this forest or the enemies in it. So we're just going to charge on through. To the bonfire. One thing I do like though, I do think it's cool how Eye of the Priestess, I believe, makes all these guys visible, including the ones in the forest and not just him over there. That's a really cool addition that they brought in with the DLC, I like that. No, don't want to heal. I'm a big fan of that, the fact that they you know, they went to the trouble of doing that. It's a really cool little detail. Those fucking giggling ants, man, they're so weird. Come on. No crossbows. That shit's naughty. One thing I don't like though is the fact that they replaced all the lion warriors with these guys. I mean, I know there's still a few around, but not enough. I kind of enjoyed fighting those guys. Even though they had literal infinite poise, a lot of health, and they couldn't be parried. I thought they were interesting to fight. Because at least they were really easy to backstab, you know? Now we're gonna go and talk to Man Scorpion Tark. Is it? I'm just gonna kill his betrothed right now, because she's a crazy bitch. Also to save him the heartache of having to do it himself, or help me. By the way, obvious Quelaag, you know? She's ripped right off from her. I really don't get why they felt the need to put this enemy in the game. Just, you know, Quelaag rip off. I can understand, you know, Ornstein because everyone loved him. And it was like a really important boss fight, I guess. But I really don't see the point of having her in the game. Shit. I didn't die. But yeah, like, the fight against Ornstein and Smough was a super important boss fight, so I get why he's in it. Because it's, you know, one of the most infamous boss fights from the first game as well, but I don't get why she's in it. Just an obvious Quelaag ripoff. And what's even more confusing is the difference, because Ornstein is pretty much the exact same as he was in Dark Souls 2, it was Dark Souls 1. Whereas here, it's just Quelaag with a scorpion body. I mean, why change that? You know? Very weird. And she's under the sand. By the way, anyone who doesn't know, stand on this, you're totally safe. She can't do shit to you when she's underground. Ow. I'm also surprised she can't poison you. With them stings. It's really weird to me. And she did. I'm not going to be going through the what is it? I can't remember the name of this area. Simply because I don't want to. Hang on. Let's put a sword. Let's put a long sword on as well. Why not? Long swords are fun to use. And I am using the ruler sword a lot, I know. Just because it's so OP, you know? And it's PvE. Who gives a fuck? Oh, 2 drops, not bad. Both his boots and his helmet. Does that ever happen with Garm? I've never seen him drop 2 items before. Well, not 2 of their armor or weapon items anyway. I've had like one of them drop armor and a Titanite shard before, or a Titanite chunk, whatever it is, but never 2 pieces of armor or a piece of armor and a weapon. That's new. See there? Just exactly what I'm talking about. We've got a chunk and some armor. But yeah, never had 2 armor pieces or armor and a weapon before. So that's a fuck jump attack fail, and there it goes. I am looking forward to the new movesets in Dark Souls 3 though, on the weapon arts. It's going to add some real variety. And, you know, who the fuck's going to miss the two-handed weapon parry in this game? Seriously, who's going to miss that shit? See ya! I mean, it was a cool idea, but the amount of... well, the Murakuma I will miss being able to parry with that, because that's a great weapon for parrying with, but besides that, the two-handed parries, the amount of frames, active frames you get isn't worth it, you know? Like, I don't even know how many frames on this are active, but I know it's like probably only 1 or 2, because that parry is almost impossible to pull off. Anyone can do it, more power to you, but I can't. But, you know, I mean, we'll still have parry shields, so there is that. And we can use those. Actually, guys, I think I better cut this one here, and we'll get on the road to Freya in the next one. Because we're at Saldora.